Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Raikkonen, Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye. Welcome to Sakir in the Bahrain International Circuit, where the grid is forming up and is ready for today's Grand Prix. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson, who joins me in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as we anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas, Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Alonso and Sergio Perez, Leclerc, Magnussen, Romain Grosjean and Ocon, Gasly, Van Dorn, Brendan Hartley and Lance Stroll, Ericsson and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Try to cover the inside line off the start. Okay, you have wing damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Got that confirmed? We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy. Your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. Fourth position, you're in 4th position. Hamilton is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 1.8 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Verstappen is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 2.7 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. The gap to the leader is 5.3 seconds. Your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. 12 laps to go. Hamilton ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds. You're falling back by around 1.2 seconds a lap. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.6. We're in P4. Hamilton is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 2.8 seconds. They're on old super softs. Verstappen behind. The gap behind us is 3.9 seconds. They're on old super softs. Our gap to first place is 6.2 seconds. Green flag. Bottas is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 2.5 seconds. You're down 0.8 a lap. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:38.0. Okay, the gap behind is 6.0 seconds. Bottas ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:38.5. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. The pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Sebastian is in the pits. You're leading the pack, P1. Leclerc behind. Our gap behind is 16.0 seconds. They're on old super softs. Your pit window is open. Pit window is open. 8 laps to go. Right, come in at the end of this lap. Release, release. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Bottas is ahead of you. They're on fresh softs. Verstappen is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 28.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 7 laps to go. Bottas ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 6.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:38.1. Gap to car in front is 5.0 seconds. Bottas is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 4.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:38.1. We're in P4. Hamilton ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Verstappen behind. The gap behind us is 10.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, gap to leader, 5.3 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. The distance to the leader is 4.4 seconds. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Second place, you're in second place. That is Sebastian ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Hamilton behind, the gap is less than a second. They're on old softs. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 4 laps remaining. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. You are in first position, front of the pack. Okay, the gap behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on old softs. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Lance Stroll. That was a quality drive from start to finish. He can be proud of that one.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
it.